The March 11, 2011 earthquake and tsunami in Japan caused widespread devastation that affected many of the country's agricultural and fishery areas. The nuclear crisis that followed at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant and the subsequent detection of radioactive contamination of food produced near the disabled facility further raised fears about the safety of Japan's food production system and its future food exports. Most reports acknowledge that Japan's current production and supply shortages, along with rising food safety concerns and possible long-term radiation threats to its food production, could limit Japan's food exports while possibly increasing its need for food imports in the future. It is still not clear what effect of any Japan's current food supply and demand situation will have in the world farm commodity market and food price. Ravenous and ruthless locusts have been known and feared by the world's most ancient civilizations. But their biblical infamy is all too real today. Right now, millions of these insects are sweeping across the farmlands of East Africa. Some reports say there are billions destroying crops and threatening the livelihoods. For farmers across the region, this is a sound of danger. Locust invasion is so bad that the UN is warning of a serious food crisis in Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Somalia. UN's Food and Agriculture Organization says massive food assistance now may be needed. They could threaten the food security of the Americans and the regions. Somalia has already declared a nation emergency, and the UN warns this could become the most devastating plague of locusts in living memory if the world does not set up against their onslaught. Climate experts are blaming unusual heavy rainfall cyclones, which provide ideal environments for rapid bleedings, massive swarms, and with wetter, hotter weather than usual forecast, they warn the worst is to come. It will not be long before the world runs short of food. Electricity, water, and oxygen could make their way onto the food ingredient list in a few years' time. Scientists hope it could change how our food is produced. They say they are making an entirely new ingredient out of thin air using this, and it could revolutionize how food is made. Whether it's the crops that grow from it or the cattle that lives on it, the ground is crucial at creating what we eat. But agriculture is one of the world's largest sources of the greenhouse gases. That is why in Helsinki, the company is trying to remove the land from the equation. In order to save the planet from climate change, they needed to disconnect the food production from agriculture. It's developing a new natural sources of protein called solein. Like other protein supplements, it has no discernible taste and can be added to almost any snacks or meal. I'm very excited with this product. Furthermore, the production process has almost no carbon footprints. They don't use the plants and animals, so they are bringing a new kind of harvest that is produced through the fermentations. They needed to gather ingredient. The process started here with a direct air capture system. That's designed to harness the carbon dioxide. Radio air is put from this bent into one of 8 drums, which are then heated to release the water and CO2. Simultaneously, this electrolyzer produces hydrogen by using electricity to split the water. Gas is mixed with microbes along with a few other elements continuously. Even though this 200-liter tank looks complicated, most of these valves and pipes are just there to measure and monitor the machine. Quite a lot of complexities comes into the structure because of the steam sterilization. They have to be sure they are growing with just the organisms that they want to grow. When we disconnected the food production from agriculture, which means land use, climate, and weather, it means that we can go to produce the food everywhere. We can go to the desert or to the Arctic or even into space.